How's it going, everyone? Mountainspyder here with a brand new game and a brand new series. So, we are going to be looking at Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age on Nintendo Switch. And this video is going to be covering a very easy way to make gil in almost no time. It's going to be basically a farming triangle, and yeah, let's jump in straight into it. So you want to jump over to the Fon Crystal. I have not finished the game yet. I am just in Arcadia at the moment. Relatively low level, only to level 44 with my main characters, and then basically level 20s for everyone else. You can run this from around level 30 though. It's not difficult. I'm actually using it at the moment to level up my low level characters. As you can see, I'm going to go into this, and if you look at my gil, I'm sitting with 10,580. And I have, sorry, that's the wrong menu, so I have none of the items on me at the moment. So, let's see how this goes. Now, the triangle we're looking for is on the left hand side of the screen there. You see like almost triangle with the three different areas. And we're going to be running against the basic rules in this area. I have forgotten the exact species they are at the moment. But we should be able to get about 14 wolves down in about 70 seconds. And you can just run this over and over again. And it's quite an easy way of getting gil in a relatively short amount of time. And it's an easy way to get LP as well. With regards to LP, I think the trial mode might be a little bit faster. I do need to sit down and actually time them to see which ends up getting you more LP. But in terms of enjoyment, I do prefer running this farm rather than the actual trial farm. I'm not a big fan of the trials at this stage of the game. What are these called again? Silver Lobos, that's it. So we're going to be hunting Silver Lobos. And there's a very easy triangle here, and we can just get going. Now, I'm going to run this for about 10 minutes or so. Let's just see how much money we can actually make in 10 minutes. I'm expecting around 70,000 based on some of my the other times I've run through this. I've run this quite a few times, and it is relatively easy to run. You shouldn't draw aggro from any of the other mobs. These avians here sometimes do draw aggro, which exactly now they did, but you can just flee from them easier enough. And you really are just running the triangle, these three areas here. If you're looking for the specific names, the areas are called the Cape Tillian, the Pora Pora Sands, and the Maluan Strand. These are the three areas where you can get 14 of these wolves down in the span of about 70 seconds or so. Well, where I'm at the moment, it's taking me 70 seconds. Worst case scenario, you're probably looking at around 2 minutes or so to clear these areas. It's not terribly difficult. Like I said, I'm actually using it to level my low level characters. Also, I'm running it on the double speed that you can do in Switch by hitting the top left button. So it does make it a little bit faster than running the traditional sense on the standard speed. But yeah, this is a very easy way to actually run it. And you end up picking up quite a few teleport stones as well. So if you're running low on teleport stones, you should run this triangle and get bare minimum of around 10. I've actually farmed all the way up to 50 teleport stones from, I think I was on about 15 when I started farming this area. So you really can use this area to pick up teleport stones in no time. So if you shorten them, short on teleport stones, I'll definitely suggest coming here, as it's a very easy way to rack up teleport stones. And the other items you'll be picking up is quality pelts, Wind Magicite, and Libra Gems. And if you do have the Grimoire for Beasts, you'll pick up the Pebbles as well, as these wolves don't actually have any rare drops, unfortunately. It would be nice if they had the rare drops as well, but you can't get everything. As you can see, this does run through rather quickly. So I'm going to carry on doing this for about 10 minutes or so, and in the meantime we can actually explain exactly how the chains work. Now, I will have to check my phone for this because I can't remember all the numbers exactly. But with regards to chaining, the main thing with chaining is that once you kill 2 or more of a creature, the chain starts. And as you can see, I'm on 19 now. This wolf will be chain 20. And the short and sweet of it is that the higher your chain is, the better quality loot you'll get from the creatures. And it's not just the quality of loot, but also the amount of loot. As you can see there, I'm now getting 2 quality pelts in a drop rather than just 1. And you can maintain a chain so long as you don't kill another type of monster. So I can only kill the Silver Lobos. The Silver Lobo, right? Yeah, Silver Lobos. Otherwise, this chain will break. Now, there is a slight variation with that, is that so long as monsters share the same like binary code for the game in the bestiary, they won't break it. So for instance, if you're looking at cactoids, which are 001s, there's the two species of cactoids, one with a little like bulb on top of its head, and then your standard cactoid. Those count as the same creature for chaining. So it doesn't matter if you fight either one of those, they'll both still count towards your chain. As you see, we are already on chain 31, and it's been 3 minutes. Roughly 3 minutes. So this really does run up quite quickly. I mean, it's 30 LP, and we're already sitting on... Where's our inventory? Loot items, 24 quality pelts, and these each sell for 650. So like I said, you can get some pretty decent money very quickly with this. And anyway, sorry, as I was saying, the 3 ways to break the chain is to kill a different type of creature, to touch a save crystal, or to enter town. Those 3 ways will break the chain and you have to start all over again. So if you do draw aggro to another type of creature, I would highly suggest fleeing immediately. One thing to note is that the quality of loot, there's essentially 3 levels of chain. So there's the base loot you'll get from creatures is essentially level 0, and then there's 3 levels of loot after that. Now, if you're purely looking after the loot, what I would actually recommend is not picking up the loot immediately. Sorry, if you're looking to bump up your chain levels very quickly, the fastest way to do that is actually not picking up the loot pouches from the creatures. As if you don't pick up any loot pouches, you can actually go up the chain faster. But it doesn't take... In reality, running a loop like this, you rack up the kills more than fast enough that that's not really a worry. And quite frankly, I would rather pick up all the items. I'm just a hoarder like that. So let me just get past here before I look at my phone again, just to get you the exact numbers for the different chain levels. If I recall correctly, the highest number, let me actually get those numbers out quickly for you. I do apologize for using my phone, but again, I cannot remember these off by heart. So your level 2 chain, which is like those silver drops, they start at 31 kills. So as you can see now, I'm actually on the second loot drop at 46. Your next one you're looking at is your gold, essentially your gold chain, which is after you get 82 chains. And the final one is 163 creatures for the final level. After that, the actual quality or the level of the loot doesn't change. Now, this chain can go up to 999 essentially, but from 163 all the way up there, there's no difference in what you're getting. You'll just be getting the exact same loot. So you can continue to farm this for quite a while. And with regards to these wolves, your chance of the Libra gem goes up by quite a bit. I'll get those exact numbers for you in a second. As does your Wind Magicite. Now this is actually a little bit unfortunate in a sense, because the most expensive loot you can actually get from these is the quality pelt, which sells for 650, whereas the Wind Magicite sells for about 80. I think the Libra gem is 120. Let me get those numbers out for you. Whoop, wrong direction. Let me get those exact numbers out for you guys. So if we're looking at the items, also I'm using the Final Fantasy wiki, the fandom page, which has all these prices. So definitely shout out to the creators there. It's a great tool to use if you want to look at the actual price of the items and all of that. I just need to get through here carefully, because this is a place where you can break your chain, which I'm about to do now. And my chain's broken. Oh, that was terrible looking at my phone then. So whilst we're doing this, let me actually get those numbers then while I get those up again. I do apologize for that. It's going to slow us down by quite a bit. So the Wind Magicite, we're looking at Wind Magicite, only 80 gold, whereas your quality pelt, you're looking at, let's keep this going, where is quality pelt now? I think it was 650. I should have written this down rather than actually looking at my phone. Would have saved us losing our chain. So quality pelt, quality pelt, quality pelt. Okay, let me get the next area quickly, because I'm going to break my chain here again, because I can see aggro is getting drawn. I think it's 650, so I can't actually find the link. I did bookmark it, and now I seem to have lost it. That's a bit unfortunate losing my chain and having to start again. That is the one place where you do have to be careful when running this chain, that it is quite easy to break it. Tad unfortunate. It's going to slow us down a bit because now I would have actually hit the gold chain by now. And because I'm about, what, 7 minutes in? But anyway, so this is quite a nice area to farm up. As I said, I normally walk away with about 70k from running this area. I do normally actually put an episode of D&D on YouTube and just run this essentially mindlessly, running between the different mobs. So I can't tell you exactly how much to make in 15 minutes. We're going to check that now. But like I said, I normally run this probably for about half an hour or so at a time. And again, this damn avian keeps grabbing my aggro. And it is easy enough that it's not terribly difficult. And as I said, it's fairly mindless. It really is just that one spot that you're going to be really careful about, drawing aggro. Otherwise, you can just hug these walls and keep going around and around and around in a circle. Sorry, let me get rid of that map so it's not in the way. There we go. We're now at our second level of chain. So at least picking up the items will be a bit quicker again. As I said, the information I drew now with regards to numbers is from the fandom page. It's a fantastic tool just to pick up the reference. Again, I have no affiliation to the page itself. I haven't written up any of the information. Truly no affiliation. It just really is a fantastic page to really check out the numbers. And the nice thing with it is that it has your bazaar numbers and the bazaar goods listed on it. So what I'm talking about is that if you sell a certain number of an item, you then pick up the corresponding bazaar item. Normally it's about 6 or so for most of the items, but this does differ from item to item. And so if you're curious as to what your different pieces of loot are, take a look over there and you can then see what you'll get for selling your different loot items. So we're almost there. We're what, 8 minutes in? Stop drawing aggro. We're about 8 minutes in. And even with my slight error, we're sitting with 61 quality pelts. So we're not quite at the 60k mark just yet, I don't think. Actually, we should be close to 60k with that amount. I would like to get to about 100 pelts before going back to town. But I think with my mistake, because I now would have been in the final bracket, not the final bracket, the gold bracket for the loot drops with being over 80 kills. Again, unfortunate, but it does happen for not paying attention. Hence why it's a good idea to not look at your phone whilst gaming. Yeah, so with regards to the Final Fantasy series, there is another much lower level area that you can do this with, which I will make another video of probably soon. It might actually go up the day after this video goes up. And that'll showcase a lower level area where you can do the exact same thing. And unfortunately the creature in that area as well will only drop pebbles, no high quality item. Again, it really is more of an LP farm and a bit of a gold farm. It's just a nice way to recover some gold. And a bit later in the series I might actually look at doing some hunts. As I said, I've got a lot of hunts to still do. I'm still like halfway through the game. And I do enjoy doing the hunts quite a bit. It's just I don't actually get around to them. I get very distracted by doing side quests. Not really side quests, just exploring. And I quite enjoy the main storyline. I played this back on PlayStation 2. 2011, 2012? So it's been quite a while since I played this game. I can't even remember where I got to before I stopped playing. I know I didn't finish the game. So I am very eager to actually finish the game and see how far I get. I do remember getting to the Foreign Coast. So I know I got at least this far. But I don't think I got much further after this. It was pretty much the time when I was finishing up high school. And I think I stopped playing because of matric finals, grade 12 finals. And after that I never picked up the game again. Final Fantasy really is a game that when I put it down, I struggle to pick it up again. Without starting a character all over again. And just for... don't break my chain. Don't break my chain. For general reference, I'm actually playing primarily a monk. I think it's the monk Ulan, Uhlan. I know I'm butchering the spelling, the pronunciation of it. I basically went monk just to use the staff weapons. I enjoyed for Varn, and I went for the Ulan just for the heavy armor really. Barsh is rocking Knight and Uxlan, I think it is. Oh no, Knight and Foebreaker. And then Penelo is White Mage. What is she? White Mage? Oh, White Mage, Red Mage. Yeah, and Barsh is the Knight Foebreaker, and I am the Ulan Monk. Again, this is probably not optimized. I'm really not playing this for optimization. I'm mainly just having fun with it. I'm not powering through this or doing any challenge. This really was picked up more as just an enjoyment nostalgia game. So, yeah. So we're looking at just past 10 minutes now. I'm going to finish this wave and then head back to town. Again, disappointing that I broke the chain, so I didn't maximize what I was going to get out of this. But let's go back to town and see exactly how much I've made. Here we go. So, bring our map back up, just make sure we get the fastest way back to town. I might run into a wolf pack, so I'm going to just flee. And yeah, see how much we make after 10 minutes. Again, this is a rather fun and easy loop to run. It really isn't difficult. Like I said, I'm running it with level 12 characters. Well, they were level 12, so I've leveled them up a little bit since then. But I've been running this with level 12 characters, so you can do this from a relatively low level. And as I'm doing to level up your low level characters. Yeah, so let's see how much money we made. So jumping over to the local vendor, which luckily is quite nice and conveniently close. So let's see how much we make. So jumping in, I had 10,600 if I'm not mistaken. I have a bizarre, no I don't have a bizarre item. So I have 10,580. So let's see how much we walk away with. Pebbles, quality pelts. Yeah, there we go. So we got our 60k from that. Actually, we got just shy of 70,000. Actually, no, we got 70,000 essentially. So for just 10 minutes of gameplay, and I think I actually picked up about 10 teleport stones for that. So it is a very quick way to pick up your teleport stones and a very quick way to pick up your gold or your gil. So I hope you did enjoy this video. It's a lot of fun just running this loop. I do enjoy it quite a bit. I really am enjoying Final Fantasy XII, and I do hope to produce a lot more videos in the next couple of weeks. I know Pokemon Sword and Shield's coming out on the 14th of November, which is a game I am incredibly excited about, and I'll definitely putting videos out for that as soon as I can. But yeah, I'm enjoying Final Fantasy XII. I'm not going to be doing a complete playthrough. I'll most likely be doing more of these farming loops that I find along the way. Hope to showcase the trial mode a little bit. As I said, I'm not the biggest fan of the trial mode until you get around to finishing the game. But I definitely will show more of these farming loops, and I'm quite keen to look at doing some of the bounties together. So I hope you did enjoy the video. I hope that you could walk away learning a little bit from the game and finding a nice new place to actually farm with Final Fantasy XII. As I said, the core aim of these videos really is to inform players and just to give a little bit of advice, because I know some of the bounties can be a little bit challenging and a little bit obscure, and finding these farming locations is always quite nice. So I hope this video did help you all out. If it did, please do consider liking and subscribing, and feel free to comment down below if you know of any nice farming areas that I can go take a look at. Again, I'm level about 44 or so. So yeah, if there's any nice areas that you do know of and that you would like to share with the community as a whole, please do consider commenting down below and sharing it with everyone. Thanks to everyone. Thanks to everyone for watching. My brain is definitely too tired for this. Thanks for watching, everyone. Cheers. Enjoy.